Hey guys, welcome back to The Sports Entertainer. There are a lot of wild wrestling news stories going around today, including why CM Punk's run in WWE could already be over, Sasha Banks is returning to WWE, Solo Sikoa being punished by WWE, why Vince McMahon didn't give Goldberg his retirement match, Matt Riddle's mistake in WWE that led to his release, Randy Orton wanted a top WWE superstar fired, and much more. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on, so you never miss out on an episode. Now join us as the Sports Entertainer looks at the breaking wrestling news and rumors you need to know. Dolph Ziggler signs with TNA Wrestling. Now, Dolph Ziggler shocked the wrestling world last night during the TNA Wrestling Hard to Kill pay-per-view on January 13th, with Ziggler or Nick Nemeth being revealed as TNA's mystery signing, and then confronting the new TNA World Champion Moose, which truly got an amazing crowd reaction for sure, and Ziggler's now an official member of the TNA Wrestling roster, which is truly amazing news, and Dolph is such a great addition to their roster. Now, Dolph Ziggler wasn't the only former WWE star to appear at TNA's Hard to Kill show last night, as former WWE Women's Division talent Dana Brooke also made her debut in the company under the new name of Ash by Elegance, which is also a cool signing for TNA Wrestling. Dolph Ziggler or Nick Nemeth would break his silence today following his TNA debut by taking to Twitter or X and posting a very simple "Let's Rock" tweet. And let us know down in the comment section below your thoughts on both Dolph Ziggler and Ash by Elegance choosing to sign with TNA Wrestling. Sasha Banks is returning to WWE. Now, where Sasha Banks or Mercedes Moné decides to go has been one of the hot debates among wrestling fans recently, with lots wanting to see Sasha Banks come back to WWE. Some fans want Banks to make the move over to All Elite Wrestling, and now we have some fans wanting Sasha Banks or Mercedes Moné to join TNA Wrestling after being spotted in the crowd at the Hard to Kill pay-per-view last night, along with WWE star Bayley to show support for Trinity or Naomi, which is pretty interesting. However, after this photo with Sasha and current WWE superstar Bayley went viral on social media, many fans came to the conclusion that there's not a chance in hell that Sasha Banks doesn't come back to WWE, and here are some of the top replies to this photo suggesting that Banks is WWE bound. Quote, "There's no chance she doesn't come back. I think this means that Sasha is coming back to WWE. Sasha is definitely coming to WWE. Oh yeah, Mercedes definitely going to WWE. They all got a flight back to WWE together. Mercedes is definitely coming back to WWE in my opinion, and these three facing Damage Control at WrestleMania. Let us know if you guys agree that Sasha Banks is on her way back to WWE along with Naomi or Trinity, or do you still think Banks could be AEW bound? Matt Riddle's mistake in WWE that led to his release. Now, Matt Riddle was among the most surprising releases from WWE back in September 2023, as Riddle did show a lot of promise and potential to be a top star for the company, but clearly things just didn't work out for him there for multiple reasons, and Matt Riddle recently opened up about his WWE release with Hall of Famer Kurt Angle on his podcast, The Kurt Angle Show, and here's what the original Bro had to say regarding why he was released. Quote, "You know, I ruffled some feathers with HR in the last couple months I was there. I asked a couple questions, this, that, plus other things. So I think there's multiple reasons why they got rid of me, but it is what it is. One door shuts and another one opens and you just learn from your mistakes and stuff." Riddle would continue by talking with Kurt Angle about what he would have done differently. Quote, "There's a lot of things that I probably would have done a little differently. I probably wouldn't have talked a lot of crap that I talked. I'll be honest, working on the road, traveling that much, and then bad decisions, and that's just what happens. That's life. You have bad people around, unfortunately, when you're on the road, sometimes it's out of control. So that's it, but I have no regrets. You only live once, and you learn from your mistakes. Honestly, it's been a pretty sad rise and fall of Matt Riddle, and hopefully he can get things back on track outside of WWE. Randy Orton wanted a top WWE star fired. Now, speaking of former WWE star Matt Riddle, clearly Riddle didn't have the best relationship with current top star Randy Orton in the beginning, and Riddle even revealed that Randy Orton wanted to get him fired from WWE at one point. Obviously, they got on the same page eventually, and became friends during their run as RK Bro. But here's what Riddle had to say regarding his rocky relationship with the Viper at the start during the recent Signed By Superstars virtual signing. Quote, "I think Randy Orton Orton didn't like me initially. The first time we met, I didn't want to bother him, and he's going up to everybody and shaking their hands. I had my headphones on, I was chilling, and I didn't go up and say hi to him, and I remember Randy going, "I'm gonna figure out a way to get this guy fired." I was like, "You said that, dude." And he's like, "Yeah, but you're cool now." It's unfortunate Riddle had to be released and let go by WWE prior to Randy Orton's return at Survivor Series, because there's no doubt those two stars of RK Bro had some serious unfinished business. Solo Sikoa being punished by WWE. Now, wrestling fans are buzzing right now regarding the impressive losing streak that Bloodline member Solo Sikoa is currently on in WWE, and it's certainly been a pretty rough patch for Solo these past couple of months following his very impressive win over John Cena at the Crown Jewel 2023 event last year, which could have been a blessing and a curse with the shocking statistic that was recently revealed regarding Solo. Wrestle Features on Twitter or X had reported yesterday that since Solo Sikoa's impressive Crown Jewel win over John Cena, Solo has lost every singles match in WWE since, which is quite unbelievable if you ask us, and some fans are now asking the question, are WWE punishing Solo Sikoa? Here were some top responses on Twitter or X regarding Solo Sikoa's shocking stat. Quote, "Is bro getting punished? Laughing my ass off. He deserves it. It's the Cena curse. Cena passed him the losing curse, and it's hard to push a character with no personality. Let us know your thoughts on Solo Sikoa's impressive losing streak and whether or not WWE are punishing Solo for some unknown reason." Next up, why CM Punk's run in WWE could already be over. Now, CM Punk returned to WWE with one major goal, to finally headline WrestleMania, and that starts with the Cult of Personality winning the 2024 Men's Royal Rumble match, and then setting his sights on a champion, likely the world champ Seth Rollins for one of the two nights' main events at WrestleMania 40. At least that would be CM Punk's ideal scenario. However, a new report from Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter has suggested otherwise, because Meltzer reported that there is a possibility that Roman Reigns could be working both nights of WrestleMania 40, wrestling The Rock on one of the nights, and Cody Rhodes on the other, and if that's the case, it could mean CM Punk's dream of main eventing WrestleMania is already going up in smoke, and given CM Punk's track record, if that's the case, we can already see this being a big issue behind the scenes, and could potentially lead to Punk leaving WWE again after not getting what he came back for. Here's what Meltzer had to say on Reigns possibly working both nights of WrestleMania this year. Quote, "It is also possible that Reigns could face Johnson and Rhodes on different nights at WrestleMania." Now, if WWE do move ahead with that scenario of Reigns working night 1 and 2 of WrestleMania 40, Triple H and WWE better make sure that they don't have Reigns featured in both nights' main events, because even if Punk gets the world title match with Rollins, but it isn't the last match on one of the two nights, we can only see this being a big problem for CM Punk's relationship with WWE moving forward. Why Vince McMahon didn't give Goldberg his retirement match. Now, most of you probably heard the news recently regarding Goldberg almost losing his mind over the fact that WWE didn't honor their word and give him the retirement match he wanted, but one name has given a pretty interesting and possibly legitimate reason as to why Vince McMahon didn't give Goldberg that retirement match, with former WWE head writer Vince Russo sharing his sentiments on this with Sportskeeda Wrestling's The Wrestling Outlaws podcast. Quote, "I am gonna give Vince the benefit of the doubt because the Vince I knew, it wouldn't have been in his character to not live up to a deal. But bro, quite frankly, the Vince today, bro, he simply could have forgotten. He is not the guy that's gonna make a deal with you and break his promise. He is not gonna do that." Do you guys think that Vince Russo could be right, that Vince may have simply forgotten about his promise to Goldberg regarding a retirement match? Or do you feel there was another reason why Vince didn't give Goldberg what he wanted in WWE? Well guys, that's it for today's major wrestling news. Make sure you leave a like and comment, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you'll never miss out on an episode. Finally, if you haven't already, give us a follow on Twitter at TSE Wrestling, and we will see you guys in the next video.